Hi, I'm Daniel Foley from Foley Health and Fitness. In this video, we're going to talk about the importance of stretching and why I think you need to do it on a regular basis. So, what I want you to think about is this, is when you stretch, your muscles are basically just shock absorbers. They open and they close. And when your muscles don't have the ability to be flexible, to get all the way open, you're leaving a lot of potential performance improvements on the table. So for example, if I can't get my muscles all the way open, think of like stretching a rubber band. I don't have the potential to produce as much power. The further I can stretch a rubber band back, the more strength and power and speed that I can produce. So it has tremendous benefits for performance improvements, strength improvements, speed improvements, all kinds of things like that. I think back, one of the most successful years I had playing baseball in college was actually my sophomore year in college. And one of the things I was doing, I wish I hadn't gotten away from it, I didn't realize how much it was helping me at the time, is I was stretching every single night before bed. It was one of the things I was doing every single night, and it made a tremendous difference in my performance on the field. And so stretching can have tremendous improvements in all those areas. But the other benefits are it's going to improve, how your joints feel. It's going to make you have less joint pain. It's going to make your joints feel more supple and like you can move better. So it's going to lead to improvements there. You're going to have less friction in your movement. So you're going to move with more grace and more ease. You're also going to find that for some people that are struggling to lose body fat, that sometimes actually stretching or lack of flexibility can be a factor in losing body fat. Sometimes as you get your body opened up and you get your body, those muscles more engaged, you can lose body fat faster. I want you to think of it this way. You've got all this potential for that muscle to elongate and to get open, but if you are only getting it halfway open, you're losing out on half of the potential that your body has. You probably heard the saying before, we only use like 10% of our brains. Well, the similar thing happens with our muscles. We don't tap into the full capacity that's available in our muscles, and so we need to make sure that we stretch. Now, it's important as well when we talk about stretching. This is a lesson I learned the hard way. I hurt my back a while back, and it was because I didn't understand this what I'm about to show you here, which is that you need both flexibility, you need regular static stretching, and you need mobility, which is turning that flexibility into better movement, where you're moving through good ranges of motion and you have the strength and flexibility kind of matched together to produce good movement. And you need both of those. I was doing a lot of mobility, not as much stretching, and I started to run into some issues there, and I realized what the problem was. I didn't have that balance. I needed to do more static stretching, and flexibility was what I needed to do. And so when we're talking about stretching, the best times to stretch: after workouts, okay, and before bed. So what I want you to think about is when you finish your workouts, I want you to stretch your muscles back open, and I want you to think about this: your next workout starts at the end of that day's workout, because as you stretch at the end of your workout, you're opening your body and preparing your body to perform better in the next workout that you do. Now, our bodies want to kind of close down and tighten up on a daily basis. That's why, as people age, they tend to get stiffer as they age, because if you're not consistently opening the body back up, over time it's going to continue to close down on you. Now, the other part of this is, I think, stretching before bed, kind of like I was doing my sophomore year in college, stretching before bed. So stretching after workouts and stretching before bed, just a simple series of going through the whole body. I've got a specific series of stretches that I typically use, but anything you can do to work on just the whole body, getting the whole body opened up before you go to bed, you're going to find that you sleep better. All kinds of things improve just by adding some simple stretching. 5 to 10 minutes, doesn't take long, of just regular static stretching before you go to bed makes a big, tremendous difference as well in all kinds of areas. So I hope you'll get into the habit. So stretch after workouts, and when you're done, think of it as preparing you for your next workout. And then stretch before bed, think about it's preparing you for the next day. Every night before bed, you're preparing for the next day before the day even gets going. Those are two things that can make a tremendous difference when it comes to your health and fitness.